Ninjago has had many exclusive or rare minifigures in its lifetime, but most of them are very expensive and something that casual or cheap Ninjago fans like me will never be able to get, ever. So in this video I'm going to try and make the most minifigure accurate costumes that I can of 10 expensive Ninjago minifigures, starting from least expensive to the most expensive, and rate them on a scale of 1 to 5 stars. Anyway, shall we begin? So let's rewind back to season 7 and try and make young Krux, which retails for around £20. He actually came in a Bricktober pack which was exclusive to Toys R Us, so that's a little unfair. Firstly, I used the legs from Master Chen. I don't have the rest of the minifigure though, it just disappeared I guess. Then took the torso from an Ash attacker and replaced the red arm with a gunmetal one. And the face is this one. I tried to find the full minifigure but I literally couldn't. So here's the ID. And then I just used an orange vermilion hood from this guy. Compared to the original, I'll give this 4 stars to be honest. And next up is another Bricktober minifigure, Future J. He goes for around £21. Yes, £1 more. But anyway, this minifigure was first seen in possession when he saw his future self in the mirror thing. So I got Skybound J's legs since it looks very similar to the actual one, and just a lab scientist torso which is actually pretty accurate. And for the face, I just got a normal city face and coloured in an eye patch using a Sharpie. And finally got an OG J hairpiece. 4 stars again bro. The blue on the torso is very accurate to the actual torso. So now I'm going to be making Morrow, Possession Black Tattered Cape. He retails for around £21 on Bricklink. So first I used Lloyd's season 1 legs since it's pretty good, apart from the fact that it's not translucent green, and the torso I used is probably the most accurate one I could get because it's from an actual Morrow minifigure. Yeah, I just replaced the lime green arm with a sand green one, and since he has a black tattered cape, I just used a black tattered cape from the Nightmare King. Moving on, I used a black half mask with a green original ghost head with Morrow's hair. Again, 4 stars. I'm on a roll here, you know. Kaebuki Nia. She was disguised as this to fool Master Chen in the Tournament of Elements. I mostly don't know the minifigure parts I used for this to be honest. Oh yeah, it costs £30 by the way. But yeah, I just used an alien head I guess. I don't know man. Let's just rate it. 1 star. I've lost my streak. The next minifigure I'll be making is another elemental master, Carlo. He was first seen as an enemy to the ninja when they first landed on Chen's island, but they later became friends. This minifigure retails for around £32. I used some plain black legs and took Digicole's torso, and then got some silver ZX armor from ZXJ, and for the face I just got a generic Lego City criminal head, then retrieved Garmadon's hood and took off the bone, and finally the silver knuckle things. I don't know what they're called, okay? And the minifigure is finished. I'll say 3 stars. For the next costume we have to go back to Ninjago's reboot with Rebooted, and the minifigure is Stone Armor Kai, which goes for around £45. I started with a Star Wars Sith Trooper leg piece from the battle pack, then got the Dragonian Warrior's torso, then got a black ZX armor, and finally took the top half of the original Tournament Kai. I'll be honest, this is probably the most accurate costume in the video, so I'll give it 5 stars. It's incredible. Now I'm going to be making Possessed Lloyd, which is basically just Morrow. He goes for around £46. I took Hero Lloyd's leg and Spinjitzu Burst Lloyd's torso. Then I got an Imperium Guard's shoulder pad. Then I just used a green half mask from Jungle Lloyd and the new Morrow face, which came out in the Dragonian Storm Village. And finally, Cole's Dragon's Rising Season 1 hood piece. I'll give this 2.5 stars, as I think I got the hood piece the most accurate I can. Now we need to go back to the cloud and visit the Omega Oni. Is this actually his name? On Bricklink it says Scabard, so I don't know, man. But he retails for just under £50, 47. But yeah, I just used some plain black legs and this torso, which is probably from Star Wars. A black ZX armor with only Garmadon's face and mask. But it doesn't really matter what head you use since you never see it. But for those weird horns, I only had one of them, so I crafted this. It just uses an ink pot piece, a black stud with a hole, and these black tendril pieces. So yeah, I'll rate this 3 stars. The mask is probably the most accurate you can get. Now we have another elemental master, Nero, the elemental master of mind. Okay. We didn't see him in the most recent tournament, so I guess he disappeared in the merge or something. I don't care, man. But he goes for around £69. I know what you're thinking, grow up, bruv. But yeah, I just used some plain grey legs and took Obi-Wan Kenobi's torso. It has brown skin, but yeah, I don't really have anything else, to be honest. And replaced the arms with dark grey ones and got an angry yellow guy's head. Yeah. And finally painted this parted hair to be white on the edges. Doesn't look that good, but the paint was bugging, so it's not really my fault. 2 stars, okay, the paint is really bad. The most expensive Ninjago minifigure ever, probably. RGBJ. Wait, NRGJ. Which retails for around £120 on Bricklink. Flipping out, imagine if you find this in your Lego bin of doom. So firstly, I used Pilot J's leg piece, which was the first J leg piece ever. And for the torso, I used MacPilot J, one of the most recent J torso piece. And since J's NRG face print is really obscure, I was looking for a good hour on what to use, and I eventually decided on the Dragon's Rising face print, since it has some lightning strikes. And finally, I used JZX's hood. It has silver on it, but it's the only one I've got, so I don't care. Yeah, 1 star. It's not really that accurate, innit? Yep, a pretty anticlimactic ending, innit? So that concludes all 10 of my custom expensive Ninjago minifigures. I thought this would make up for the fact that I don't have them, but yeah, it's not doing it for me, man. The average score on how accurate I could get them is 2.95, so I'll round it up to 3 stars. So yeah, that's the video then. Like and subscribe and share. Bye. By the way, I'm switching to a 2-week upload schedule, so every 2 weeks there'll be a new video instead of 1 week. I'm sorry.